oh boy, we got some big Xbox news here. For a while, people have been thinking, man, more PlayStation games are probably going to come to Xbox, with Helldivers 2. I've been saying that, and it looks like it's probably the case. Now, people have found some URLs to PlayStation exclusives on the official Xbox website. And yes, this is official. This isn't anyone spoofing that domain name. Now, it is the Dutch version, aka German website. And people have noticed 3 specific links. Now, I want to bring for the record that I could not find the Marvel Spider-Man link, so I'm not sure if that exists, but I did find The Last of Us Part 2, Ghost of Tsushima, and Horizon Zero Dawn. I found some interesting findings here. So first of all, The Last of Us Part 2, this is the only one that I think might not be true, because all of these are search pages, which, could indicate that people are just searching for them, and they have like a dedicated link here. But as we go further into it, you'll see why I don't really think that's the case. But for The Last of Us Part 2, it actually does go to a straight-up search page. So The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered goes to all your games, blah, blah, blah. However, let's go to Ghost of Tsushima. Bam! An error page. Now, if you go to handy-dandy Google Translate, unfortunately, the requested page could not be found. The URL may be misspelled, or the page you're looking for may no longer be available. Now, that's pretty interesting, because I noticed a tweet here. It says, all these links have been the case for several years. Apparently, a commenter said they've been available for years. So I'm like, okay, let's test that theory. Let's go to the handy-dandy Wayback Machine. And I tested that Ghost of Tsushima URL. And yes, it was found in 2025 in March. So let's go to that snapshot. And here's the interesting thing that I found. So, yep. And it goes to an actual search, which is interesting. No error page, no nothing. Should come, yeah, there we go. Okay, so it goes to an actual search, not an error page, which is interesting. So in March, it goes to a search page. Now, in September, it goes to an error page instead of search. That's pretty interesting. Now, I tried to look up Horizon, couldn't find anything in the Wayback Machine, but that's some pretty interesting stuff right there. Okay, you can't lie about that. And I'll also go to Horizon just for you, Horizon Zero Dawn. And this also goes to an error page. So yeah, now I want to state right now, I don't think The Last of Us is probably real, because it actually goes to a search page. So it's and it's The Last of Us Part 2 anyway. It would be probably Last of Us Part 1 first, if Sony was porting that. But the fact that Horizon and Ghost of Tsushima goes to error pages, that's pretty interesting, especially because, we looked at the Wayback Machine, and we saw that Ghost of Tsushima originally did, had a full-blown search, but now it leads to an error. So that's kind of interesting. And leads me to believe that Horizon and Ghost of Tsushima will probably be coming to Xbox in the near future with these changes. It's pretty interesting. And apparently, according to this, I cannot verify this, but apparently Reclaimer said, yeah, if I recall correctly, this happened with Helldivers 2 before it was officially announced for Xbox. Cannot verify that, because as far as I know, I found out about Helldivers 2 coming to Xbox first from its official tweet. So can't really verify that, but this is a very interesting finding. So, and I'm telling you, I predicted this. As soon as Helldivers 2 came to PlayStation, I'm like, yeah, more games are inevitably coming to Xbox. It's just inevitable. They're not going to just stop at one game. It's just not going to happen. And yeah, it looks like it's going to happen. So there we go.